Today we're going to talk about the power of the worst of times and the best of times. We've all gone through this, what we call a snowstorm last week, and it was terrible. It was terrible in the sense that a lot of us, we lost power for days, we lost water, and the discomfort of it all. At times, the nights, I remember spending at home one night, and it was about 50 degrees in the house. You know, I was nicely bundled up, I was warm, but it was cold. You see, so we could have the worst of times, but the one thing that I've learned in life, and the one thing that I treasured in life, is that I always see the glass as being half full and not half empty. I've always been an optimistic person. And a lot of times when disasters like this occurs, the worst of times occur, it allows me to sit and to think and to evaluate things, to evaluate how I'm doing things, to evaluate how to grow myself so that I can get where I want to go in life, to evaluate how best I can help others. Because if I help as many people get what they want, I will always get what I want. It helps me to evaluate what's going on around me, what's going on in my inner circles, what's going on in the outer spheres around me. What are people's needs? You see, if you ever want to be tremendously successful in life, you just need to do two things. Is what? Help people with a need, or to create a solution to a problem. Be a problem solver. You see, a lot of times people sit down and they like to talk and pontificate and lambaste about all the stuff that's going on and all the negativity, but that's all what they are. They're just full of hot air, but they never have solutions. They never have things that helps the process. They never had things that catapults people forward. And in order to be successful in life, you want to be a bringer of hope. You want to be a bringer of love. You want to be a bringer of peace. You see, we live in a capitalistic society. And because we live in a capitalistic society, you always hear the statement, what's best for the company, what's best for the organization, what's best for our bottom line, what's best for our balance sheets, what's best for our profits margin. You'll never hear statements, what's best for you. You'll always hear statements, what's best for the establishment. So that's why you have to be very, very careful. Because if you're not careful, what happens? You buy into a system that all what the system wants to do is to use you to further their gains, to use you to profit off of you, to use you to maximize what they have, and they don't think anything about you. I'm in Texas, the wonderful state of Texas. And I remember one time I was walking through this huge pasture land. You know, I went with a friend to help him with his cows. And while I was there, I saw this huge tree. And apparently, several years before, someone had cut this tree down. And they chopped the tree down, probably leaving about a 5-foot stump in the ground. But what was so unique with this tree, in the middle of this stump, was a tree growing up in the stump. And you know why that could happen? That happens because that tree spent time developing roots. That tree spent time developing roots. A lot of times we want success in life. We want it immediately. We want to be the best at what we do, but we do not spend that time developing roots. Spend that time reading books. Spend that time being educated about our craft. Spend that time learning the basics, the fundamentals. Because as you learn the fundamentals, you become so good at the fundamentals, then you will start growing. And when you grow, you wouldn't fall over because you are developing roots. You see, you got to learn to develop roots. We got to learn to develop our minds. We got to learn to build our minds and build our minds so that our self-confidence increase. Build our minds so that we could go out there and win. Build our minds so that we could be winners and we could be champions. Too many people are wimpy. You see, one of my greatest role models in the time is Alexander the Great. And there's negative sides to everybody. But one of the fundamental things I like with Alexander the Great is the fundamental fact that when Alexander the Great saw something that he wanted and something that he wanted to conquer, he put his mind to it. When he was telling his tutor at a very young age that he's going to conquer the world, they thought he was a crazy little boy. But what happened, Alexander grew up with such fortitude, such mental tenacity, that Alexander went out and conquered most of the known world. You see the fundamental fact is you have to learn to grow you. You got to know that, hey, success does not happen overnight. Yes, you may go through some hard times. You may go through some worse times. You may go through some tough times. But the best times are yet to come. The best things are yet to come. The fruits are yet to be grown and produced upon that tree. And when those fruits are produced upon that tree, they don't produce for one season. They are produced for seasons after seasons after seasons after seasons. You see, that's why a billionaire could go broke. You'll see a billionaire go broke, and because he goes broke, you think, whoa, woe is him, he's done. No, but what happened then years later, you hear he's a billionaire again. Why? Because he's mastered the process of leveling. You master the process of leveling. If you were able to earn $5, you see, and somebody tells you, hey, you could earn $10, you all of a sudden have the confidence that you could earn $10 because you already mastered earning $5. You earn $10, somebody tells you could earn 15. You say, I did 10, so then I can do 15. You did 15, and all what it does is that you're leveling up in your mind, you're leveling up in your sense of accomplishment, you're leveling up in your belief system. And once you level up in that belief system and you reach that point, it's very hard to go back to the previous point. It's almost like a piece of plastic passing its elastic limit. It passes its elastic limit and its elasticity, it stretches out, but when it passes that elastic limit, it cannot go back to its original shape. You see, and that's the same thing with your mind. When you grow your mind and you grow your confidence and you grow your understanding and you spend time every day in the good book, reading the book of Proverbs, you keep to certain mental standards, you keep to integrity, honesty, love, and honor. You see, you don't have to go around and treat yourself like you're a piece of trash to be successful. You could work on yourself and work. The race, you look at the hare and you look at the turtle. The turtle won the race not because it was the fastest. It ran the race because it was persistent. That's the key with success. The key with success is being persistent. So I want to encourage you. Yes, we may have gone through the worst of time, but I want to encourage you to be persistent, to get up and to grow yourself, to get up and go out there and fulfill your dream, to get up and do something today that will definitely create your tomorrows. Get up and realize that what you do today, Lord, will create your tomorrows. Get up and realize that what you do in life will truly echo in eternity. Get up and realize that you are awesome. You are great. You are a champion in the making. You are a success in the making. It doesn't matter which family you grew up in. It doesn't matter your educational background. It doesn't matter who you are. I believe in you. There's seeds of greatness nestled inside of you. Do not let anyone get in your way. Do not let any circumstance get in your way. Build that mind. Build yourself and go out there and conquer life. Go out there and realize that, yes, it may have been the worst of times, but yes, it's also the best of times. People who see opportunity go out there and get it. One of the key portions of the word opportunity is port. And port is a point of entry. So whenever you see an opportunity is a point of entry. It's a point where things start coming into your life. So go out there and create opportunities. You know, you don't want to go out there and just be in one trade. You don't want to be a footballer and then don't have a degree or don't have something to fall back on. Because if you break a leg, then you want to be able to do something. So that's the whole thing in life, is to be trained at different things so that you are able, if something goes wrong in one area, you do not have all your eggs in one basket. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Always have several streams of revenue. And as you have several streams of revenue, they all come together and they'll all create who you are. They'll all create that nest egg that you need. They all create that opportunity so you realize that you're truly blessed to be a blessing. So go out there today and understand the power of it being the worst of times and it also being the best of times. God bless you. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button below. Hit the subscribe button below. And when you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to select the bell, because by selecting the bell, it gives you that wonderful opportunity to be notified whenever I add a new video. Feel free to share my videos with anyone and feel free to subscribe. God bless you.